In 1698, Napoleon had landed with an invasion force in Egypt. After he had captured Alexandria relatively unhindered, he marched his troops towards Cairo, the capital of Egypt. Egypt was officially part of the Ottoman Empire, but in reality it was ruled by the Mamluks. The two Mamluk rulers, Murad Bey and Ibrahim Bey, had decided to block Napoleon's way to Cairo at Emba Bey, which was a couple of miles north of Cairo. They had positioned their two armies on both sides of the river Nile. According to Napoleon, Ibrahim had 78,000 men on the western side of the river. Murad had between 25,000 and 40,000 men on the other side. His main force consisted of the Mamluk cavalry. These men were equipped with muskets, pistols and sabers. The infantry was far less well equipped. Only a fraction of these men were armed with firearms. Because the river was too wide and too deep, the two armies would not be able to support each other in case it would come to a battle. Napoleon had been following the Nile River. He had 5 divisions with a total of 20,000 soldiers under his command. His army was accompanied by smaller vessels that were armed with light cannons. When the French arrived, Murad ordered a cavalry attack. Napoleon, who had been expecting this, ordered his men to form squares. He ordered his infantry of the line to the sides of the squares. Each rank was at least 6 men deep. On the back and front of each square, there was actually a rectangle. A full brigade was positioned. The 3rd brigade was protecting the other 2 sides. The artillery was positioned at the corners of the squares, while the cavalry, the support troops and civilians were in the center of the squares. The Mamluk cavalry mainly attacked the 2 western rectangles. They ran into the cannon fire of the French artillery, while the French infantry fired at them at close range. The Mamluk rode attack after attack, but they were not able to break the French squares. D'Essai sent a detachment to the nearby village of Bictel on his western flank. That would make it difficult for the Mamluks to encircle the French. The 2 divisions that were closest to the river attacked Emba Bey, that was defended by Murad's ill-equipped infantry. They were supported by the French ships that fired their cannons into the Mamluks' positions. The defenders started to panic and fled from the French troops. Many tried to escape by swimming to the other side of the river, but the current was too strong for many of the swimmers, who drowned in the waters of the Nile. At that point, Murat realized that he was in danger of getting encircled by the French troops, and fled with the rest of his cavalry to Gizeh. The loss of the battle was the beginning of the end for the Mamluks' rule over Egypt. Napoleon managed to conquer Egypt, but soon his position in Egypt would be weakened by the loss of his fleet in the Battle of the Nile.